2. What it do, y'all? This your boy King Eric the Great, and you're now tuned in to episode 301 of Off the Cuff Radio, man. Sponsored by Da Vinci Clover, sponsored by Buddy Boy Entertainment, Dirty Basement, and Jesse's Boutiques. We got a live one on tonight, and I got my man T-Max with the facts in the building.
What it do? OTC on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? We all up in the mix. You know, King Eric and myself. And, of course, before we get started, we have to give the most respectful condolences and remembrance of one of the BX's great, the Bronx legend, the heavyweight, El Gordo himself, Fred the Godson, who passed away earlier this week. Our hearts are so heavy. And like we've always said, you know, just be safe out there and just, you know, this thing is real. And we've for so many people, this has become a very cold reality of, you know, how tragic the consequences are of, you know, what's going on with the COVID. So just be safe, protect your loved ones, you know, and don't take any unnecessary risks going out or anything. Just be safe as possible.
Yeah, man, definitely thoughts and prayers go out to him, man. I mean, that was a tough loss for the culture. And we also noticing that Scarface, he was going through it, and I'm praying that he pulls through as well. So just keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, stay out the rear view.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I guess this is where we go ahead, you know, segue in.
Yeah, man.
You know, to I guess interview
tonight.
Our host. Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's a big show tonight, man. And let's give him a formal introduction, man. This man here is a part of one of the biggest movements going on in hip-hop right now. I mean, some of the cuts we play right now, they burning up the streets. Big shout-out to Benny the Butcher. Big shout-out to the Black Sopranos family. And we have the CEO of the BSF movement right here with us. He goes by the name of CityBoy, y'all. So let's put some respect on this man's name and bring him on.
Yeah. But make respect on my name. I come from before give a fuck about the fame. This big CityBoy. I don't give a fuck about the name. I build my name. That's why it's CityBoy. That's why I'm here with my cruisers. That's why we always gonna run the plays. That's why Young Hemer the steamer. That's why everything's going what we supposed to be doing. We doing this shit for the culture. I'm here for less than 99 cents. I made a lot of money today, but I spend more. You heard?
Look, that's the BSF way, man. Look, you know, CityBoy, we are so privileged.
Today, but I spend more. You ever heard of investment? Investment. Niggas don't be invested in themselves. I come from the bottom. Niggas be like, yo, I buy you a pound, buy you a kilogram, buy you a whole fucking merch, whatever you need, big my nigga. And I'm telling niggas, I don't need shit. You heard?
Definitely. You know, and look.
I don't need shit. And I'm here with Josh, J-Rock, my Chris. You know what I'm saying? Hottie number one color. Shouts out to Hottie, free Hottie. Niggas got wheelchairs and legs that still bounce. Niggas try to take us out the game. Whatever game they was on, masked up, but we still here.
Yeah, man. Look.
Keep up.
Look.
Keep up. It's an interview, right?
Yeah, look.
Keep
this
up.
Is one of the most
interview, right?
This is one of the most exciting intros we've had.
Man, you on the perfect show right now, brother. We off the cuff right here, so we here to celebrate y'all movement. Y'all, we giving props to the groundwork y'all putting in work in, man, and we letting the people know you guys are here to stay.
Respect.
Definitely, CityBoy. We're so privileged to have you on, man.
Appreciate it.
You know,
I appreciate that. Just on the simple fact that I never even signed up for people to even seek me out on some, have me on any type of TV show, radio show, or anything. You know what I'm saying? So me being here on the individual itself and individuality moving forward, I appreciate that, King. You heard?
Definitely. And like King said in the intro, man, you guys have built something monumental, before, y'all movement really hit the national and international consciousness. Buffalo was pretty much known for chicken wings and Rick James in the Bill. So you all have put like a whole new identity on y'all city up in New York, man. How does that feel to be that next wave of the great major, movement of hip hop?
It feel like you only get the results that you put in. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to ride nobody else's way when I created these BSF things. You know what I'm saying? I come from Benny. You know what I'm saying? Benny come from me. When I say like Hot Pocket, you got $2, motherfucking honey bun, 2 Huggies, a bag of chips, and the Hot Pocket split in the half. So things like this, when we move forward, it's never about the money. I spend more money on my artists than I ever gonna spend on myself because it's never about the budget. It's about niggas creating history. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And with Buffalo, man, y'all definitely some real dudes, man. Shout out to one of the legends, coming from Buffalo as well, Donald Sly Williams, who put it down for y'all on the block as well, man.
2-3 lifetimes, right? 2-3 lifetimes. Like West Side Gun did with him. You know what I'm saying? In the federal penitentiary. West Side Gun come home out that federal penitentiary, and he signed Benny, and Benny, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I said, West Side Gun come home from a federal penitentiary, U.S. pen. You know how hard that is, right? You know where you come from, hired to come from Buffalo or do anything you ever gonna do. But he did what he did, how he did, and we had a pit bull in the backyard, which happened to be Benny.
Right. And
Benny had some pups under him, and I was ready to release him. You know what I'm saying? So, moving forward, Black Soprano family is like the biggest thing other than hip-hop. Not other than hip-hop. Black Soprano family is hip-hop and is the culture.
Definitely. Now, what was it like in terms of coming up? Like you talked about, just y'all coming up from, as puppies to the big dogs. What was because Buffalo?
What's the big dog? What's the caliber coming up to the big dog? What's the caliber coming up to the big dog? Because I ain't gonna lie. What's the big dog status and what's the baby boy status?
Just basically, making that name in terms of doing what you got to do for you. You know what I'm saying? Because Buffalo has pretty much always been known for its gritty and grimy. In terms of being an industrial town, and then things kind of changed. So it really its reputation really became one of a city you really had to be about your shit on, man. What was it like, growing up? From the young, from when y'all first started to now, in terms of just, life experiences.
It's priceless to me, because personally, I thought about living this life that we live, but to live it for real, it's priceless to me because we did it already mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you pour for roaches and rats, when you pour, you come from a doodle club. You know what I'm saying? Pork and beans and hot dogs.
Right.
You come from that? Do you come from that? Pork and beans and hot dogs. You know what that is? Do you know what pork and beans and hot dog?
Homemade hot dog right there. That's the homemade hot dog. You can't get buns.
Google it when you get a chance.
Look, we got the local bread instead of the buns.
Pork and beans and hot dogs. Like the hot dog is pork, and what's on the side is pork, and you just mix it up depending on the recipe. You might put brown sugar on it, salt, or you might put none on it. Whip it all together. we good. We gonna eat regardless. To move forward to a different day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To move forward to a different day. So no matter what we doing, how we doing, we come from.
Why'd you mess with that, man?
They kidnapped us. You know what I'm saying? They kidnapped us from history. So it's like even with the quarantine, me and my niggas was working harder because we need more videos, we need more ticketies, more hats, more merch, more photo shoots.
Hi, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like niggas, that shit had niggas hustle even more harder because niggas had to tighten up their shit up. We were too comfortable dealing with the world.
Gotcha. Now, what was the inspiration for when y'all, because your reputation on the streets was already established for how real you guys were. When was it, because everybody had already, done their time and everything. When was the shift to where you all decided that you wanted to go ahead in terms of making music, the legitimate hustle? And, who were some of the foundations, who were some of your influence in business and in rap that really helped y'all to, really mold your label and the scene?
To be honest with you, number one, shouts out to Master P. Because I feel like
limit.
I'm Master P. You know what I'm saying? Just off hustling out my back seat, hustling out my trunk with the music, with the artists, you know what I'm saying, knowing my work. Shout out to Master P. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be where I'm at today without Master P giving me the blueprint. You heard?
Definitely.
At the end of the day,
go ahead.
But at the end of the day, shout out to Benny because I come from the Benny tutorage. Is my best friend, 25 years, whatever. We was broke. We was poor. We had roaches. We had rats. My favorite bitch fucked him. His favorite bitch fucked me. Like, whatever case we was going to do, we was going to do it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the biggest money I ever had in my life with my man. Man. You know what I'm saying? So, it prepared you for the right world or the middle of the world because you deal with the reality of the world. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Definitely.
And one thing about it, man, is when you're in the game, the hardest thing is, being able to build your audience in terms of, really getting the music out there.
One thing about this audience is, this audience always gonna follow us because we real. We don't try to build this type of audience to follow us or whatever. Like even with my kid 4, 5, 6. My kid's 6 years old, right? And it's called the Russia Playhouse because we know our worth, bro. It's never about the money. It's about who you with or who you gonna trade it in for. It's never about the money. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Michael Jordan. Shout out to Louis Vuitton. Shout out to Gucci. This Black Soprano shit and where we going with this shit, it's like we mob bosses, it's mafioso, we smoke good weed. You know what I'm saying? We got Cochios around, good hair. This shit levels. You know what I'm saying? Tennis braces, levels on my wrist. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't got no diamonds on my wrist, but I'm just saying, like, when you link the Black Soprano family, it all come together. We the wire without creating the wire. We what it is. Like, we the latest shit to look forward to. And if you're not investing in yourself, or you're not investing in others, what the fuck is they around for?
Definitely.
What's dope about you guys is that y'all carve your own lane without really like piggybacking off other people. And that drew the attraction to the majors. Y'all made the majors come to y'all. Like, y'all had them big co-signs.
Listen. I'm being honest with you. When I met Jay-Z, you know what I told Jay-Z? Bruh, you taught me this, bruh. I ain't come to you on some begging. I ain't come to you on some trying to get signed. I ain't come to you on some whatever. I come to you on, like, respect. When Jay-Z hollered at me, he said, you from Buffalo, right? You ain't trying to get this money? So, personally, we had to step our shit up and go holler at the man. Because moving forward on some hip-hop level type of shit, where we come from, we had to go holler at the man, go get our shit together, because we too cocky for our own good. We be riding around to that nigga shit in 96, 98, 99, and trying to get our shit together because, you know what I'm saying? Just off what it was. I love Midweek. Midweek, my man. One thing about that is I met Emery, I met Ho, I met all them niggas. I never met Midweek, but 99, 2000, I was riding with Midweek. You feel me? Niggas just know what it is, but know what it ain't. Midweek, my man. You say. We need cases now. We drink Hennessy all day. Shout out to Midweek because we drink Hennessy all day. Don't we, J-Rap?
All day, every day.
You feel me? We can drink Hennessy all day, but Midweek, nigga, send me a case of that Douce. We can ride you on 5, nigga. We good already.
Definitely.
On your
y'all
radio
go
station. On your radio
y'all go jump
station.
on the Cristal after that.
Launch that.
Y'all ain't gonna jump on the Cristal.
Nah, no Cristal. You should have hosted. They was racist. It's about empowering black businesses for black businesses. That's why we do Ball Man. That's why Harlem right there. We do Ball Man. Anything that we do, we always keep Ball Man close to us because Harlem run the plays. And same thing with J-Rock, BFF, whatever niggas want to do. Like, niggas run the plays. We sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Definitely.
Yours!
You know, and one thing about it, man, is that what y'all created is something that has really become like a staple, you know, in terms of the impact that y'all have made, man. I mean, because, you know, where a lot of hip-hop nowadays has been criticized being commercial, and for some would even say that it's become divided between the old school and the new school. What you all done collectively is basically bring, you know, both generations together in terms of, you know, the young audience and the older audience.
It's about connecting the dots. Like with Hemer paid for a feature in the parking lot of Delavan and Cortland. Shit, people got killed in that plaza. You know what I'm saying? Before they even had $100. It was kids, 10 years old. I come from that 2007. I was up. I had a lick for 100,000 plus. You feel me? Then he got robbed that year, and he still survived it for us to be up down in 2020. So it's like levels of this shit. You gotta come from where you come from with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of niggas wear they hide on their sleeves, but with us, we go all out war crews. You know what I mean? Even with the cruisers, a lot of niggas from your neighborhood, you got your crews. When we come together, we the cruisers. You feel me? So this Atlanta shit, what we about to do, I'm happy I had this interview because moving forward, you like, yo, I'm a real CEO. I went to school for this shit. I got shot for this shit. I went all in for this shit. I lost 300,000 for this shit. I went to war with the feds for this shit. I went to war with the state police for this shit. I've been fucking with you over this shit. So it's like, what y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do?
We need you to keep
what y'all want me to do? And I'm still here.
We are here.
And I go get 20 off the bank, 40, 50.
We starving for it.
I go get 100,000 right now off the bank and put it on the table like, yo, this y'all money. All doves too. Bitch, like, I thought you were gonna buy a house or a property or a car with the money. I'm like, I was in my hand. I'm like, I'm trying to spend you, because bitch, you trying to only give me $5,000. I'm trying to get 10. You feel me? I'm the business uncle. Shout out to my niece Faith.
These dudes living it. On our interview, they balling out, man. I'm letting our audience know what's going on, man.
We're not balling out. We're not balling out. It's just called money management, bro. It's not. Listen, and one thing about this is it's about money management because we come from the tools from BMF, Young Jeezy, T.I. Like, nigga, everybody got money. It's not about the money. It's about the money management and making it grow. It's about moving forward. One thing about me is We won it all. Before, nigga, if I rock Benny Rolly, nigga, because that's my main man. Whatever case it might be. You get what I'm saying? Or vice versa. We moving forward with my artists, the Black Soprano family, quality control. Nigga, QC, you know our name? That's my boy. When I heard that's my dog, nigga, I ain't want to hear nothing else. That's my dog. Cause that's how we feel. You know what I mean? We're boners. You know what I mean? Like, we got 13 BSF pieces. There's a lot of niggas that had the BSF piece before I did. You feel me?
Facts.
But we moving forward, so I had to get a BSF piece. So my shit bigger and better.
Right. That's a fact, man. It's like you got to keep that momentum moving, man, because at the end of the day, nobody else is going to do it but y'all, man, because y'all you got Westside Gunny just dropped his joint. Benny the Bush just dropped his joint. Y'all just keeping it forward.
Right.
Now, CityBoy, tell us about those early days when y'all kicked off the label in terms of just what it took in terms of, like, when did you realize that, like, because of course you're the head of Benny's label and you got real history with Benny in addition to Westside, and Conway, but with Benny, Benny is, all three of them are special. And, Benny is definitely, an elite MC. When did you know that, like, Benny really, really had what it took to take this rap shit to the next level?
I always knew what Benny knew what it was to take it for the next level. That's why I was always there with him since 1992. You know what I'm saying? We fast forward right now. What year is this? You tell me what year is this? 2020, right?
It's 2020. Yes, sir.
Right. How many years is that?
Shit, that's 28 years, man. That's almost 30 years.
28 years.
How long is that?
28 years.
28 years, yes, sir.
And I'm still on the side of the same Benny. Not just for Benny, but for others. And move forward. Build a brand. Put people in. Whether you women or men, whether you kids or fans, no matter how you doing. We just trying to expand. You know what I'm saying? And this is my same man. Since the 90s. You know what I'm saying? We come from a single prayer household. We come from being poor. We come from nobody never gave you shit. So, anytime I give somebody some shit, it feels good to get somebody some shit off the shit that nobody never gave me. You feel me? Off the love.
Thanks, bro. Now, I want to shoot this to you, man, because I saw some trailers about this. Like, tell us about this movie that Benny's involved in. I think he's involved with 2 movies.
No, Benny involved heavily in 2 movies. Could Fix It, you know what I'm saying? He's the executive producer in the Could Fix It, but and then the Karen shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Benny is a genius. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as him, he already invested in himself. So, he got to look forward to the Karen foot. Look forward to the Convicted foot. Next question.
Definitely.
Next question.
Now, in terms of the business aspect of it, you said Master P was an influence. What did you find in terms of laying the foundation, in terms of what you had to do in reference? Because like you said, it's about making that investment in your artists and all of that. What was it like in terms of, like, getting those early shows booked, studio time, just putting a business plan together to make it work?
It was hard because the niggas behind me had $20 a piece to get in a spot. And that's what they want to charge. Benny gonna get in for free. I'm gonna get in for free. Benny plus 3. So me, I only count 5 people. We gonna come with 20 people. So y'all trying to make us be a lick. We not gonna lick to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's $400 coming in. Anytime Benny come, but he gonna come with the ambassador of his cruises, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's just standard, man. So, when I learned that, I'm like, damn, wherever we go, we gonna have a 20 to 40 people entourage. We need to start making money off them people.
And how much, and a lot of times, a lot of artists, they say, and I will never forget this. It was years ago when I watched the Compton documentary on A&E. Shouts out to Arts Entertainment Network when they were interviewing Game and Kendrick.
Shout out to them.
And they were talking to Game about the time that he met Dre. And, how Game's music was getting in terms like it was going around L.A. And Game said when he sat down with Dre, because Dre had heard the buzz, Dre was asking Game, is the city fucking with you? And, like, Game's like, yeah, they fucking with me. And Dre was like, good, because if your hood don't fuck with you, the world won't fuck with you. How important was it for you all in terms of Buffalo to really get that whole block, all the blocks behind y'all movement to let them know, like, yo, we for real and we putting on for the city, and we really got some shit that's going to make y'all proud of us?
To be honest with you, from man to man, Migo, that shit priceless. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they know real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And I traded it all in. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I'm CityBoy. I get it in on the road, put this shit to the side, do this or do that. Like, I'm rich regardless without the logo. But when I see Benny putting his heart in to Flex, putting his heart in to motherfucking Ricky High, and niggas signing us and like, this is what it is. Like, okay, we got something now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to shoot it down because we come from the same Hot Pocket era. We come from the noodle era. We come from the Cheez-Its and Huggies. You know what I'm saying? So if you got $200, you got $2, not $200.
Right.
$1 first off the rate is the Hot Pocket. $2 is 25 cents for a Huggy. Then you got 35 cents for a honey bun. You got 15 cents for a Laffy Taffy. You know what I'm saying? Take a Laffy Taffy on. A Laffy Taffy on.
Yeah, man. And one thing about it, with the moves that y'all made, man, you guys probably, because you had, of course, the history of independent labels, of course, in no particular order, like Sick With It, headed up by Uncle E40, out of the Bay, of course, Master P with No Limit, Jay-Z and Rockefeller, but you guys, in terms of the new millennium, man, and of course, we can't forget Top Dog Entertainment, Kendrick, Anthony Tippler, you guys, for what you have done, I mean, for the independent movement you guys had, because your stuff is like of legendary proportions in terms of how y'all move. In terms of, this is before, this is without a major label deal, and you guys are killing it on the underground, and then, the shows, the merchandise.
We never needed a major deal. Listen, one thing about us is we never needed a major deal because I don't want to be responsible for others' situations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or have people look good off us. Like, it's never about the money with the Black Soprano family. It's about the nostalgia of the movie. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, Hottie, shouts out to Hottie, free Hottie. Shouts out to certain niggas, like, niggas is locked up, fucked up, facing life, facing 22 years, facing whatever, all this Black Soprano family movie. So when I go get 20,000 off the bank, 30,000 off the bank, 10,000 off the bank, like, this shit, it feels nice because you heard?
Definitely. Now, what's the differences you found in the industry, in terms of what has been, in terms of the music industry as opposed to the streets? Is it pretty much a different type of hustle, or is it, pretty much the same in terms of, what goes on in terms of, making your business moves, calculating negotiations and all of that?
This is what's going on with me and my main man. I ain't going to hold you. We always going to have the independent hustle mentality. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even when niggas is on 50, 100 mil, we were like, respect. It is what it is, but we gotta do what we gotta do for us and ours. You know what I'm saying? So that's for starters. So moving forward, look forward to Hemers. Look forward to the Black Soprano family project. Look forward to Rick I. Look forward to Love Boat Luciano. Look forward to Quack. Look forward to motherfucking everything what we got to do. And I think for people like you, people, establishments, businesses, because you get us an outlet. You know what I'm saying? I started from the bottom, now we here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, CityBoy, you got an interview. I got an interview now. I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, bitch, I'm rich. I got a budget. How you want to do it? I got a game room. I got so much shit going on that I can't even listen to nobody's demo. To the point like I gotta start promoting my A&Rs more because when I'm listening to my demo, they be thinking I'm too bougie for my own good. It's not that, but I ain't got the ear to it. I'm creating merch. I'm creating logos. I got a lot of shit on my plate. You feel me?
Right. If you could take us back in history,
and I was gonna
tell us about.
I was gonna ask you too, man. I was gonna ask you too. So when your music start being like, when the movement start being embraced by the South, man, what was that feeling like, man? Knowing that you guys came from New York. Yeah, I think his call got dropped. This is one lit interview.
Look.
This is what they doing, man. They having a.
Look, man, that's the type of thing, King, though, that makes makes me feel good and makes me realize what we do as a team. You, Chinchilla, Sandman, myself. What OTC is all about, man. Is like he said, just giving people that outlet to be heard, man. Because that's, it's, a lot of people. There's so many people that behind the scenes in terms of the business aspect that don't get properly acknowledged. Just because they don't rap don't mean they're not important. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. You gotta have a business
everybody
mind.
Plays a role.
Yeah.
Everybody plays a role in terms of building the castle.
Definitely, man. And for a situation, hopefully we can get City back on. But yeah, King. But it's wild though, man, because when you look at what that whole Black Soprano family movement has done over the past really like 4.5, 5 years as a collective, it's really been, about 4 years now since they've really entered the consciousness of the hip-hop community in terms of, like, they have really become a force. Like, these guys are, like, they're major, that movement is, like, a serious one, and they're still growing.
And you can tell by the way he was very ecstatic. You're very ecstatic when you get drunk before you do an interview. You're very ecstatic. But nevertheless, if he does call, that'd be a great look. But it was a great insight on what he gave us, even though he was tipsy on that Hennessy. You know what I'm saying?
Look, in the words of Rick James, it's a celebration.
Yeah, some of them interviews, if he doesn't come back, some of them interviews are good because it's easier for me to mold and get the content up faster. So if he doesn't call, then big shout out to him either way. But if he does call, we definitely let it chop it up with him either way, because it goes to show you also that Master P has played a heavy role in the independent movement in hip hop.
Yeah, man, and
he
I think
inspired
a lot of people. Definitely, man. You got to look at it, man, with P for what he's done. P's business savvy. Of course, with No Limit going back 30 years in terms of what he's done. P really, you can't say that P is the first guy to really make it a business in the modern day as we know it, because, of course, Russell Simmons and Rick Rubin with Def Jam in earnest were the ones that really founded, made hip-hop a business with Def Jam Records in 1984, 85 when they first started. So they were really the ones that kind of, really started that in terms of, laying the foundation. Of course, that would influence guys like, Puffy, Birdman, E40. So many artists came behind them, and so many CEOs came behind them who were doing it. Black Soprano family, this is just another major movement that is following tradition in terms of, upholding that standard for what it takes. And one thing about it, man, like, a City was saying, man, is like, it's, to have your hood behind you, because North Carolina, me and Virginia, to all our listeners out there worldwide, man, it's like, it's hard sometimes to really get that, notoriety and respect, of everybody, because everybody always gives you that stigma as, oh, that's just a local, such and such, and they don't really appreciate or acknowledge the efforts and time you put in. So for your hood to rock with you like that, and you can tell by City how enthusiastic and humbled he was that, his hood, the city got behind him, and the whole crew.
What's impressive about the Griselda movement is just like I told him, man, it's like they didn't come in the game trying to be accepted by the majors. They came in and caved their own blueprint and had the majors come to them.
Oh, yeah. And one thing about it, man, is, as we talk on the show all the time about it, is that it's important for you to come in the game in terms of having your focus established in reference to, having your lane. Because so many times, and this was real prevalent back in the day, of course, you and I know this, that a lot of artists were just basically, 30 years ago, there were, like, of course, with No Limit and Cash Money, because they go back that far. But you figure, man, I mean, having your own independent label was like, it wasn't something people didn't have, but to really break on that national and international level was a hard deal because, back in the day, you really needed that outlet. You really needed that money. You really needed those resources. And for some artists, they just didn't have that reach to get outside of a local level. And they were trying to, they had a movement hoping they could get a deal. And now it's like, you got independent labels popping up all over the place that are basically moving on their own merits. They're not looking for that big money. Their thing is, we're going to show we got our own movement. And, look, we can't even forget about, and how can we forget about Nipsey, what I'm saying, with what he was doing in terms of how he was doing his independent hustle. Before he got with Atlantic, Nipsey, people forget, Victory Lap came out 2 years ago, but Nipsey had already been, when Victory Lap came out in 2018, Nipsey pretty much had already been in the business close to, he started around really 2002, 2003. So Nipsey had already been in for some years before he actually got his major deal. I think he actually had a deal with Sony, but that fell through. So Nipsey just basically went back to the block and was putting out his music independently, and then, a few years ago, he got that deal with Atlantic, got the album out, had his All Money In, label, and, but Nip had already established a base. I mean, look, that's still a legendary proportion with the Crenshaw mixtape, the $100 mixtape, and Jay-Z bought 100 copies just to show how much he supported his movement. I mean, that's just, what do you say when Jigga buys 100 copies just because he wants to really support you because you're doing something for yourself, let alone that he heard it?
For real. That was very unheard of.
But
that was very unheard of at the time for a guy to come in and to sell a mixtape, not an album, but a mixtape at $200.
Yeah,
$100.
And Yeah, and then he followed up with mailbox money, which was $1,000. In terms of, the physical copies were going for $1,000, and of course, he would mail you something personal of his, like a T-shirt, some tennis shoes, one of his rhyme notebooks, and Nip said, and I think some years ago when I read this, Nip said when he actually had, first, I think within the first hour when he put that out there, I think he sold like 50 copies. So you figure he made 50 racks in an hour. I mean, that's got to be something to know that you got that kind of fan support with your shit, man, for real.
So you do that, you do the math.
Yeah. But one thing about it, but to see, but it's nothing better than to see artists living the dream, because, like I said, man, I think sometimes so many people get caught up hating on others that, we don't always appreciate and respect people, for trying to, make it. And the reality is, in any hustle, music, whatever, myself personally, I will never try to deter anyone from their passion or their dream. You can do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it, but most importantly, you got to have a plan. That's the one thing. You've got to have a plan, and because if you got a plan, it gives you at least a foundation, and I think that's what people got to understand. You got to have a plan. But once you've got it down and you move forward with it, all you got to do is just put in the hustle and the energy to make it work. And, things happen, but I tell anybody, we're both students of this. We're children of this culture. And, we understand what it takes to make it. And it's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. A lot of people saying you can't do it, it's going to be a lot of obstacles. Lord knows on this show how many we've had and we've overcome, and we're at 301. It's just something that, but most importantly, artists have to understand your product has to be dope. Your product has to be dope, and it takes practice, and it takes time to perfect your practice. Because if you're going to sell your product out there on the streets for everybody to listen, you got to have something worth listening to. And I think a lot of artists have to understand that. Before you make this a career, you really have to commit yourself to it and make sure you're good at it.
For real. But we about to go ahead and take a little intermission right quick. When we come back, we're going to chop it up briefly about what's been going on with the culture. And I'm probably going to have to tune in a little bit early because I had something to take care of on the side. But since we had the Black Soprano, Griselda movement on, we're going to play some more tracks from them. We're going to go back. I'm going to go back to the one that introduced me to them. And this one goes by Birdie with Conway the Machine. So if you want to chop it up, call number is 1516-531-9596. Let's go.